What is going on, everybody? Powell here, and welcome back to the next episode of OpenTTD Season 2. So last episode we finally managed to get a full house delivery to my port right here. Everything it takes in, it's being supplied, and everything it's produced, it's being transported out of it, and therefore the current production of the port itself is gung-ho. Meaning we are delivering over 640 units of cargo at least once every 3 months. So I think we are way above it. Way above it. Yeah, chemicals are very high. Peaked a few years back with 1300 units being delivered. So yeah, massive deliveries over there. Food being are also very high in the supply in copper as well. And speaking about copper, copper is coming from the copper smelter right here, where the current trains can't even keep up with current demand, and I am going to increase that demand even further. So let's quickly get a new vehicle, clone of new vehicle, clone this vehicle twice. So let's see, you are taking in total 475 tons. There are currently almost 600 tons waiting, and it's increasing by the minute, by the second even. So yeah, 2 trains should be sufficient to keep up with the current demand, I think, and hopefully with future demand. Because when I was looking around the map, I saw a few more copper mines right here, all very close to each other, and a copper mine which we are already utilizing, where you transport the copper towards the mine right there, or the smelter right there. And what I want to do is hook these mines up as well, but then transferring the copper right here. And I'm not gonna put the trains directly to the factory. New vehicle now available. Yay, a very small one. I'm not sure why I want this. Yeah. So I'm gonna hook up some small train lines towards this copper node right here. And then of course I need to increase the amount of trains coming from this station as well, which is fine. And the line should very much be able to handle that. So let's see. To build my station right here, but that won't supply me anything. I'm gonna cheese it ever so slightly. I'm gonna build a brewery station right there, and then I can use with control building a new station, and then join it to the brewery station right there, and that's it. Small station. And let's see, 2 of them are coming from this way, and one is coming from this way. We can even, which is fine, just do this, and then get him out like so. This direction indeed. We have Uithuizen right here. A little bit in my way of the truck. I need to go over the river there. Yeah, just have to do this right. I think there's really much else to do with the river on this side as well, and pass like so. It isn't it's not efficient at all, I know, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Get out like so, like here. And I don't want to destroy the riverland here either, actually. Why can't you find a path to continue? That's interesting, because there is a free station right there. Free platform. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Unsplit copper load, yeah. I'm not sure why he cannot continue. Like, he is just a little bit too far away. It's interesting. Can you skip? Yeah, and there is a signal right there. As if this station cannot be utilized, which should be. Yeah, it's all there. It's all there. So you should be able to. Not sure why he wasn't able to. You are lost. Why are you lost? You are apparently going in a very much wrong direction. Interesting. Ooh, yeah. I messed it up. Oops. That's my bad. My bad. Yeah. My bad. My plane crash. Things going down. Going south. Yeah. Not sure why he wasn't able there to continue right here. I need to keep an eye out on it. See if it's happening again later. Yeah, back to my copper empire right here. So yeah, I wanted to keep the river intact, which I think we can quite easily do actually. We are gonna take back the railway ever so slightly. I'm gonna build you. Yeah, it's gonna be a long bridge. Damn it. It isn't the most pretty option, but it will work. This won't work fine, of course. Please keep your connection there. Then head just straight to there, right? There we go. Yep. Perfectly fine. Nothing. No problems there. There's some signals, of course. This way, that way. A depot here and here. That's fine. And we need to. We can clone these trains. These are the same length, so it's fine. Revenue. Train revenue keeping steady. Road vehicles revenue keeping very steady. Aircraft revenue. Another big jump. I think the previous year, 2017, it was somewhere in the 30 millions. So doubling our revenue right there. Well, the operating expenses was already the same from last year. Not sure what it was in 2017. So yeah, massive money makers there, right there. No, delete all orders. So fully load up there. Then go there, and then when you are at dogfight good, you are going to here transfer and leave empty. And I'm gonna clone you once. There you go. And then we have a depot on this line right here. We are already gonna copy at least once. So here they will bring in extra copper ore, and then these two. I'm gonna hook up on the same line, on the same platform, on the same station, and I think we can do it right here. Station is too spread out. Even by doing this? No, that's perfectly fine. We can have these guys coming in from there. We have the mine there, so we can have a station. I think here is assets that will supply it with copper ore, so that's fine. And then they only have to go down one tell. Let's make a small kink in this direction, and then up the hill, and then we can go straight up there. Go to there. Get him up there. That's nice. Get him in. Oh, there we go. Perfectly fine. Nice, that's hooked up. That's an easy one, of course. So let's get another depot in here, I think. Yeah. A depot here. Definitely. Signals this way, signals the other way. That's fine. And again, let's clone this train. Delete its orders. I could have said could keep the last order. And again, unload or no, transfer and leave empty. And I'm gonna clone you as well. So we have 2 mine. And then last but not least, this one right here. I think I'm gonna do something like this. This will indeed supply us with copper. Yeah, and then you still can go out there. That's yeah. Yep. This will work, and then we have to cross the river. Make it a straight line, please. Thank you. Go over here. 5 is fine. Fastest bridge available. I don't think monorail can get to 600 kilometers now, but sure. There we go. And then I want to hook it up in the line right here. I think this is here's fine. You can go up straight there. Indeed. Ooh, damn it. Oh, this no. This brings opportunity. Yeah. Please. That was a Maglev train, and I wanted for this episode to. I'm gonna, by the way. Yeah, I need to either tunnel or bridge something, so I think I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. It isn't pretty sufficient, but yeah. Let's finish my sentence. That was a Maglev train, like I said. For this episode, I wanted to replace my last pieces of old diesel trains. I wanted to replace them with monorail because, you know, we are running with monorail currently. So why not? But now we do have Maglev trains available. That makes more sense to turn it all into Maglev, of course. Right, you go fully load there, and then net indeed transfer leave empty there. Clone you once, and off you go. And I should have said to skip his current orders, but yeah, it's fine. He's going. So the first train going this way, that means he's now unloading all its stuff. These trains will load faster, indeed. He's going for a service first, that's fine. So yeah, let's we should keep an eye out on that as well. You cannot find, yeah, that's the second time. So honestly, what length are you? Can I see this information? Capacities. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. So 6 tiles. Yeah, this is 6 tiles. I think you can fully fit on this platform. I think it's just somehow thinking it's just 1 tile too short. The only thing I can imagine, yeah, trains in a way, sure. So let's extend the station by 1 tile, meaning it should be then able to I think it's maybe by 1 pixel. I honest to God, I cannot imagine why it cannot reserve its path towards this part of the station. Anyone has an idea, please let me know. I'm open for suggestions. But yeah, Maglev construction is now available. Here we go. Nice, awesome. Let's actually just build this 1 depot there. Let's take a look at this Leviathan electric train. Max reliability, 55%. One would say that's rather low, and one would have, I would fully agree. 55% is a very low reliability. I don't know, over the coming years that will increase. because it's now just a testing model, and so it will increase. But most importantly, it's still much higher than the current 25% I'm running on my diesel trains right here. So yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. So what I'm gonna do is convert all my current diesel network into Maglev. And then you still cannot find a path to continue. You should now be able, because he is leaving. And he will drive indeed towards the end of the station. Feels like this is already reserved as well for, yeah. Let's remove this depot. Let's put the depot one tile backwards. There. Maybe two-way signal there. Feels like on the coloring side of the this train also has reserved this part of the station, which of course it should not do. But still does. Oh, there's a new train incoming. Yeah, he just won't go there. No, he can go there. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why. Can I now get a signal in here? Let's try. Yeah, there is a railway track, but this doesn't work. It's weird. It's honestly weird that it's reserving both station tiles there. Let's do something like this. He can go on there, which is interesting. Let's take him out. And sure, yeah, that should work as well. You can go there. And then remove this signal right here and remove this signal right there. And I know 3 platforms for 2 trains is a bit suboptimal, but yeah. Alright. Now. Now back to the true project ahead. I'm gonna time-lapse it, so yeah, you're gonna see me do some stuff, and at the end I will tell you what the results are. I will be right back with you. And that is it. Wow. Took me almost an hour to complete this job. But now if I go to my list of trains, I'm sorting it by model, and the first thing we get is some monorails, so meaning all my diesel trains are now gone. Train 5 is lost for the second time, which is quite interesting. So you are going from Oosterheuvel to Tummelbergen, which is there, and I see. I placed this depot as a placeholder to copy trains and whatnot, and release them from the depot, which was, I think, sure, there, yeah. So I placed an extra depot, so I could clone trains from this depot, which is called diesel trains, and then now they were using that depot there for servicing, and that should not be happening. Alright, but I think that's done. We had a few struggles along the way as well while I was fixing everything. A few were complaining they couldn't find any depot, but well, everything is now running smoothly again. Or so it seems. I think whenever a problem pops up, I will get a notification for that, and we of course will take a look at that, what's happening right there. We had a hold up here as well, because these trains should take in copper, but I unfortunately set them to... Ooh, these are on the wrong... Why are you here? Ooh, that's the wrong, and I think he's the same. Yeah, and definitely going in and out of the depot will help, of course. Yeah, but the trains we're loading here were set to take in grain instead of copper, so yeah, that of course won't help. Because then they were standing there loading for hours. He's also... You going with you? Let's go to the port, I think. Yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. You are going everywhere except towards where you need to go. You should be able to go here to Oosterheuvel and then go to Thermalhaven. Why are you fully loading? Yeah, you are currently fully loading, but might also be the fact that you are... No, they are not fully loading, just a whole bunch of passengers waiting. Damn it, why are my trains so stupid? Why are these trains stupid? Alright, go to the depot, go to the depot. You are freaking in the depot. Yeah, I'm gonna sell them off. This is just ridiculous. Bye. Same for you. If you cannot find your way, I'm just gonna remove you, alright? It's just... There we go. There were 2 trains on this line right here, and with the upgraded lines, I don't think that many trains is needed anymore. They are so much faster right now, so it should sort itself out eventually. Let's take a quick look at my station. Let's sort them by total weight in cargo. Again, it's mostly passengers and mail on my airports. Still a whole bunch of waiting there. Yeah. And mostly bus stations fully loaded. Yeah, you are now lost. Sure you are. This is not what I wanted. Where do you need to go? You are at Tummelbergen. You need to go to Oosterheuvel. It's again this depot right there. He was going inside this depot for service. Coming from there. I can... That I can fix. That I can fix indeed by removing this part of the line right there. Yeah, and this part right here. Putting in an extra signal in there. So they cannot go there. Right, that's fixed. Station list. There. Yeah, mostly it's still my bus stations in the big cities and no train stations indeed where I did something, I think. Should be fine. Should be all fine. So yeah, we've done that. A bunch of aircraft coming down from the air as well. These things crash down a whole bunch more than the previous ones, by the way. So we might switch back to other airplanes. I think I had more crashes with these airplanes in this time lapse alone than with the previous one altogether. So yeah, I think we might replace them again to a more reliable one. But yeah, let's keep an eye on that, see what's happening right there. We could use, I know these things also tend to crash down a whole bunch of times, so I'm not going to use them anytime soon. So yeah, maybe something for the next episode. For now, I'm done with this episode. Next episode we're going to expand our passenger network, because well, we've done a whole bunch in this side of the map, but on this side of the map it's very much empty, except for this these towns right here. But that's it. And I think I'm gonna expand from the network right here. I'm not gonna. Ooh, currently I forgot to do some road blocking there. Fix that before they build it up again. I should be able to download it anyway, so yeah. Yeah, next episode we're going to expand our passenger network even more. I'm not gonna switch the monorail to Maglev as well. It's a hell of a project to fix it in one go, so I'm not gonna do that again anytime soon. So if you don't want to miss out on the next episode, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Leave a like if you did enjoy this episode, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care everybody, bye.